Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a unboxing slash review of the Miss A makeup brand, which I guess you could say it's a bit like a beauty bay in America. Majority of the makeup on their website is $1 and under, which makes it about all the products I got averaged about 85 pence. So you can't really argue with that. But I do want to say a quick thing about the shipping. So it did take over a month to come, which in today's current climate I don't think I can really argue with. Whether it takes that usually or not, I'm not sure. With that being said, there's also custom fees that you have to pay, so just to prepare yourself. Obviously once you've paid, I think I paid about £20 worth of products, but I got a lot, about 20 products I'm talking. Obviously there's also customs fee, which mine came to about, I think it was about £20. So that came like 3 or 4 days before it was shipped to my house. So just to prepare yourself, that's just how the like customs work, because I feel like I didn't know until after I'd ordered, because I'd seen it on Twitter, and then I'd watched Jordan Lipscomb's video, which kind of inspired me to make a video on it once I'd ordered stuff anyway. But yeah, just to make you aware of that, there is customs charges, which is normal considering they come from abroad. So just to prepare yourself for an extra bill, as well as your, I think it's about £9 shipping. So overall I've spent about, I want to say about £45, £50 max. I'm not really sure, I'll have to get the receipt to put all the product items up. I'll put the shipping up as well. But really, for how much I've got, I'm not mad about it. I can't really argue, and plus I didn't pay that £50 up front. I paid like £20, then £20, so I'm not really mad about that price. So anyway, I'm going to show you first what I got, and then I'm going to be putting some of that makeup on my face, because that's where my makeup belongs. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the video, and let me know what you think about some of the products. Have you shopped here before? Because it's really like I'm curious to actually know, because I'd never heard of the brand until I saw it on Twitter. And yeah, so let's see what this $1 makeup's like. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you what I got. I did put most of the things into this bag. It's the Flat Lay London Company. It's like, you know, one of the flat makeup bags, and I bought this off ASOS, so this is completely unrelated, but I just think it's absolutely brilliant. I bought it for my holidays, which are now rebooked till next year. So it won't be getting used for a holiday this year, but I just thought it's coming in really handy for when I'm doing my makeup on my, I always do my makeup on my bed. I never do it like sitting in front of a mirror. I just hold my makeup palette, do it on bed, and everything's sprawled out. I get makeup all over my bed. But since having this, yeah, like the makeup gets onto the bag, and it's also waterproof and washable inside, so you can always just rip a makeup wipe over it if not it's getting manky like mine was. I just also want to say that Miss A do a lot more than what I've bought. So I've bought the bare minimum of a makeup look. So I've got primer, shadow, a bronzer, foundation, eyebrows. They do mascara, they do makeup brushes, but I feel like I always like my mascaras that I use, and I'll never change them. So unfortunately I didn't get any mascara, and I didn't get any of the makeup brushes, but I do hear that they are great. But let's carry on with showing you what I got. So first thing I got is a AOA Studio makeup sponge, and it's just like a beauty blender. I'm going to dampen it before using it, like I would with a normal beauty blender. And AOA Studio is the, like, how would you say it, is the main brand on Miss A. That makes sense. Like, and also all the products are cruelty free as well, and they're vegan, so just goes to show that why aren't these big brands using cruelty free because 85 makeup can, do you know what I mean? So anyway, so I got this to set my base with. I also got, so I got a no pore face primer, and this is, well, it's meant to minimise pores basically. It's silicone based primer that suits all skin types, so obviously I'm a bit of a combination. I'm very dry but then very oily in my T-zone, so this is also a matte finish, and it's by the brand A+. Oh no, it's not. It's by AOA Studio, but it says A+ on the thing, so I'm not too sure about that. But yeah, also cruelty free. Next up I got a concealer, and this is by AOA Studio 2, and this is good for all skin types. It's a liquid concealer, and I got this in the shade Light Ivory, which was the lightest shade available. At the minute I don't have any fake tan on. I'm very pale, so we're going to have to be doing a lot of blending down the neck, I think. The neck and chest, because sadly my skin's just not going to cooperate with darker colours today. Oh, I also got this illuminating primer, which is AOA Wonder Skin. I think what I'm going to do, it does say you can wear this on its own to like kind of make yourself a little bit glowy, but I think I'm going to, where it's less oily on my face, put this on and use the matte primer kind of around my nose and my T-zone where I do get a lot more oily, to see what that's like. Right, up next I also got a BB cream, and this is in the shade Fair. This is also by AOA. I don't think I'll be using this in this video, but I feel like I really just want a BB cream that'll cover my redness but make it look natural, which I've always struggled with in my life. If anyone's got any recommendations, hit me up. But I will be probably letting you know how this was in a different video. So yeah, just put that aside. And then I got two foundations, which are both the same, I believe. They're buildable satin foundations, and yeah, these are also by AOA Studio, and they come in these little pots. I got in two different shades. I think I got the lightest one, which is porcelain, and buff, which is like third or fourth lightest. But yeah, they come with like the little pipettes, which I really like. So yeah, these are the foundations I'm going to be using today, I think. Right, next up I also got these Wonder Brow pomades. Well, they're tinted brow pomades. They look very warm for my vibe I go for. But I got in dark brown and I got in ebony because my hair is very dark at the moment. So yeah, these will be interesting to see if they're good little dupes. I also got 3 types of highlighters. So I got the Glow Baby. I got them in 2 shades, which are these little ones, and these are illuminating drops. I'm not sure if you're supposed to use them over your foundation or under. Either way, I'm going to have a look. I'll look at a video and see what's the crack with them. And then I also got this powder in Cosmos, which is like a lovely shimmery pink. It's just everything I like in a highlighter. I also got a lipstick, which is also AOA, and I got this nudie colour because what's better, do you know what I mean? This is in the shade Shore. Don't know if you can see that very well. Do this. That's what we all do. Joking. So yeah, just a little lipstick. I also got some lashes, which can't really argue with. I think they look really pretty. They've got a very thin band. They're 100% natural hair, but obviously cruelty free, so I presume they're not animal hair. And these are in the shade Black, and they're Alexis. So yeah, they're meant to be really lightweight, very comfortable. It doesn't come with a glue though, so I have to dig out my glue somewhere. I want to say quickly, I also got a bronzer, and I can't for the life of me find it. I don't know what I've done with it. So we're going to have to just use my own bronzer for this look, because I really don't know what I've done with it. But oh well. And finally I got the Over the Rainbow eyeshadow palette. You get 25 colours in here, and they're all matte. And this is by A2O. The yellow's had a little bit of a scuff with itself, but this is the palette. It's really, really pretty. So that is all the products I did get. I also got, I'm such a bad video person, but I did also get a couple of bath bombs which I've already used, which they were also 85 pence. Yeah, you just can't really go wrong with a bath bomb, so can't really show you those. I'll try and find a picture from the site, put them up. It's not delicious, but yeah, that is all I got. I'm going to move on to the next part of the video where I'm going to be attempting a makeup look. I just want to put it out there that I'm not a professional, I'm not great at makeup, don't claim to be, but I wear makeup enough to know if it's good or not and if I like it, and I'm not going to say something's good just because it's 85 pence if it's not good. So I just want to put that out there. I'm not professional, I'll try my best. I think we're close enough to see my face. Way are you? So, right. So, boo. First things first, I'm going to scrape all my hair back because how on earth do people do it? And I'm going to put a primer on. So I've just got all my stuff down here, hence why I keep looking down. So as I said, I always just use primer on my fingers. Take a little bit of it and put it on my nose, my forehead because that's very oily, and my chin. Now I'm not gonna lie, it's very weightless, can't really feel it, but it does feel very slimy, I want to say, on the skin, but I feel like that's what silicone based primers do. Also I'm just using this shadow palette as a mirror. So yeah, and now I'm going to take some of the illuminating powder primer, don't know what I'm saying. I'm going to take some of the illuminating primer and put it kind of around my cheeks where I do want a little bit more of a... Right, so next I have just opened the illuminating primer and it has had a little bit of an explosion, but we'll just roll with it. I'm just putting some of those on the tops of my cheeks. So I've been watching a lot of Robert Webb. I don't know if anyone's heard of him, but he is a makeup artist and he does a lot of like react videos, and he taught me that you don't really need as much primer, face corrector, colour corrector, sorry, not face corrector. Does such a thing exist? But anyway, yeah, like you don't need as much as you think. Like there's no point in caking on, it's to be blended, not just to be layered. Some of his stuff I really, really agree with, some of it I like caked on. So yeah, my cheeks, nose and chin feel really glowy. I feel like my skin looks really nice apart from this bit. Honestly, hormonal breakouts are the absolute worst. Like, look at this state. But we'll try our best to cover that up. Hopefully this is full coverage. So now I'm going to be doing my foundation, and I will be using the sponge I got by AOA Studio. I have dampened this and it's literally grew double the size, which is what I love. I love a huge sponge to pack that on, do you know what I mean? So I've opted to use the shade Buff, which is the second lightest. I'm definitely gonna have to blend it down on my neck because although my face isn't as light as my neck, just look at that. Like, that is porcelain, do you know what I mean? But I don't want to be looking like all ghostly. Just smelling it. It smells very oh, what's the word? Oh, fuck's sake, I've leaked it. It smells very synthetic, if that's a word to describe it. Just gonna wipe some on there. Right, I feel like I've got enough on. I'm just gonna begin blending. So I wouldn't say it's full coverage. I feel like it's going to be buildable though. I really like the sponge, I must say. I always use just the Real Technique sponge because it's a lot cheaper than the Beauty Blender and does the same job. But this was even cheaper, which I love, so that is the foundation done, and honestly I feel like it blends pretty well. It might look different when I'm watching this back. But I really like it. The only thing I don't like is the smell, but I feel like that comes, like that's kind of like a cheap foundation kind of quality, shall we say. Like the smell isn't always great, but with that being said, I think the coverage is really nice. It doesn't feel heavy on my skin and it blends really easily, and yeah, the colour's not so bad. Like, so for me being like palest of the pale, I feel like the third shade is really good, so I'm very impressed. So next up I'm going to do some concealer, which concealer is also always, sorry, a bit of an issue with me. I wonder what kind of head it's going to have. So it has this kind of like little tube thing. I'm just kind of just wing it really. Almost comes off on my chin. I think that'll do. Yeah, I've also learned that I don't need concealer everywhere, because I was finding that I was doing like my foundation and then a layer of concealer as like an extra foundation, which you learn the hard way. First, impressions, it doesn't smell as bad as the foundation. I need to stop saying it didn't smell bad. The foundation doesn't smell bad at all. It just smells just that cheap foundation. You know what I mean. If you wear drugstore foundation, you know what I mean. So this is blending really nicely too. Now I've finished applying the concealer and it really has brightened up my under eyes, because I did have very dark circles before. It's covered this mess that was at the side of my nose, and yeah, it's kind of really made my foundation a lot more glowy. Upon further inspection, I have noticed that the foundation does slightly oxidize, which is kind of expected, so just putting that out there. It will oxidize and will not look as blended. So we're just going with the flow. We're just going to see what happens, and I'm going to just set with my own powder, and for this I use the Laura Mercier just under the eyes, and then just my Estee Lauder. This is in the shade Translucent. It's so old though, like look at that. Just to set everywhere else. So I'm just going to get a bit of powder. Just take a sponge, the one I was using for earlier on. I believe this is called Bacon. So I have found that my under eyes are very dry, so that's why I don't like go to the extreme of, like, I don't know if you've seen like beauty gurus when they're like white and chiseled. I physically can't go to that extreme just because my skin is so confusing to deal with. But yeah, and then I'm gonna take my big fluffy brush. This is by Nancy, and just set everywhere else. Since adding powder, that has set my foundation absolutely stunningly. My under eyes look beautiful, they don't look dry, because I think that concealer was very creamy. I really like it. The confidence is brewing. Must do my eyebrows. So next up I'm going to be doing my brows, and I hate doing this part in front of people because I always panic and get stage fright, but we're just gonna. I said earlier I got two shades in these pomades, and I got a dark brown and ebony. The ebony looks black, so I'm going to just do a couple of swatches on my arm. Yeah, this is also a Nancy brush, and it's the angled detailer, which I've been using for my brows all the time anyway. So this is the brown. I'm going to just pretend I know what I'm doing. It's brown. I don't know if you can see that very well. I'm so bad at this. So it looks black on camera, but it's just a very dark brown, and I know my roots look very, very light because they are. I'm dyeing my hair tomorrow. Ruining hair 101 with Sophie. But I think I'm going to use this darker shade just because I really like my brows to be dark. So yes, we're just going to risk it. Just going to get my brush right in there. Also, I don't brush my eyebrows out. Is that weird? Just can't be controlled, what I'm saying. Right, so love the awkward silence. Right, first thing I'm going to say, it's quite oily, and you can see as well when it's in the pot it looks very oily. It might just be because it's new, I'm not sure. Very blendable. Right, I'm very impressed. I'm going to do the other eyebrow and get back to you. Not to take on my own pickle or anything, but my eyebrows look snatched. I'm just going to set my brows with this Model Co brow gel. It's just a clear gel. They all do the same. It's just that they don't go a bit, you know what I mean, later on. I also don't know if this is anything anyone cares about. I haven't plucked my brows since the start of lockdown because I'm trying to grow them out so that they're like all thick and bushy, like circa Cara Delevingne era, before people didn't like her. So yeah, I do think my eyebrows are a little bit dark on camera, but as I say, in real life they don't look like that, like as dark, but we're just gonna roll with it because I think I look pretty. So okay, so next I'm going to be just contouring, and I'm just going to use a bronzer, and my favourite bronzer is the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker bronzer, and this is in the shade Private Island. Look at the state of that, man. I just love this so much. Hola brush, which is just a Real Techniques one. Get right in there. And right, so that is my contour done, and I know I have went very heavy handed, but I like people to know I'm wearing bronzer. What can I say? So next up I'm going to be doing my eyes and using this palette. Now, I haven't thought of a look yet. I'm not very adventurous. I like orange a lot and browns. So I'm just going to remove that sheet. I think I'm going to do like a subtle peachy pink kind of vibe. I think if you're a very adventurous person and this palette is actually good, then get the palette and show me how to do makeup. So I'm just going to be using this second shade here, which is like a very, very light peach, and there is quite a lot of fallout in the pan already, but oh my goodness, that's very, very pigmented. Oh my god. I also don't use an eye primer because I can't be contained, but I hear it does make it a lot better too. Wow. Like that just as is a vibe. Just do it on the same, on this lid. That is stunning. Like, am I being dramatic? Probably so. Right, okay, next up I'm going to be using this shade next to it in a smaller, slightly smaller fluffy brush. So as you can see, there is a bit of fallout in the pan. I don't know if you can see that. I'm not mad about it because it goes in the eyelid like a dream. So I'm just going to take that in the crease again. More on the outer corner first and blend. What I like about this palette is that it has like potential to do like really subtle kind of tones, like kind of like eye looks, but you could also go wham. Do you know what I mean? It's absolute. That is gorgeous. I feel like in real life this looks very peach, but on camera it's shown to be very more like on the orange side than the pinky peach. Do you know what I mean? But either way, it's a vibe. Right, so next up I'm going to be taking this shade, kind of just following a pattern here, which is more like of an orange, and just on this kind of Nancy crease brush, which is a lot smaller. And then I'm going to take a bigger brush after applying this and kind of blend it out a bit. I'm not over that, you know, absolutely not over it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Looks a lot stronger on the other eye. So as well, I've got a bit of an hazy eye, like very slightly, so it always looks like there's more product on the other eye. Something I've really struggled all my life to come to terms with. Just think it's absolutely beautiful. I'm gorgeous. So next I'm going to be taking, I'm going to go back with a little fluffy brush and go into this like lilac-y shade, and I'm kind of going to like attempt to use that. I might be happy, to be honest. Might use that for like kind of to blend the outers. Have I ruined it? I don't think so. A bit of that third shade. Take it under the eye. My round bulging eyes just weren't made for a liner, sadly, so just gonna skip that. But that's the eye look. It's a lot brighter than I was going for, but I'm not mad about it at all. I just think it looks absolutely stunning. So I'm going to stick some just like a kind of crayon liner on the upper lash line, and then I'm going to stick these on off camera because I make faces you don't want to see when doing false lashes. So I will be back in a mo. After half an hour later, I've got to tell you that I absolutely despise the lashes. I don't know if it was just me applying them, but I'm just really not a fan. I think they look very gappy. I think they look cheap, quite frankly. I'm not gonna lie to you. But that's just my opinion. Maybe you can make the lashes work. Do you know what I mean? And there was other options. I literally just bought, I don't know why I only bought one, but life's full of mistakes. But anyway, that's kind of the eyes complete. I'm just going to move on to highlight. So I did read that you can use the liquid highlighter over foundation, but in the past I remember I used to have like the, I think it was like a Benefit one, like it was like a high beam or something like that, and I never had a good experience with it. It used to just lift kind of my foundation off. So what I'm going to use instead is the powder I got, if I can find it. Alright, so I'm going to be using my really dirty highlighter brush. This is just by BH Cosmetics. It's the 140 brush. It's brilliant for highlighting. And the Powerlighter AOA Studio in the shade Cosmos, as I said earlier in the video. hate when it comes with one of them stickers. I'm just going to take the thing off because it's got a sticker on it. And I'm really not good with like those stickers. So what I'm going to do instead, so it's like a really fine powder. It's very pretty though. Right up my alleyway. Right up my alley. And I'm just gonna, that's a bit much that. I'm just gonna highlight where I normally highlight. Bring this closer then. Why am I stupid? Or can you not see that on camera? You can see it there though. It's going to take a lot of blending. Now, not a fan of this highlighter. Don't think it really does much. I'm gonna take it back out. Maybe it's just the lighting. Move my head so you can see it. Can you see that? You can see it a bit more like when I'm a bit more in the light. But I'm not really fussed. It's a nice subtle highlighter. I'll give it that one. To finish the look off, I'm going to be doing my lips. I'm going to be using the lipstick I bought. This is also 85p. So it looks very creamy. I'm not sure if you could get lip liners because I didn't look. I don't tend to use lip liners. And I know like it makes your lipstick look a lot better, but I'm too lazy for that, so it's just an extra step I don't need. So it's a very creamy formula. It kind of reminds me of the Primark ones, if anyone's ever used those. They're 99p. They're not bad lipsticks, they're just, you have to top them up every half an hour, do you know what I mean, that kind of vibe. But I'm not really mad about that. I think that looks really pretty. Still hate the lashes though. Is anyone with me? Don't know if it's just me, might just be me. But as I say, no makeup look is complete without the Fenty Beauty Fenty Glow lip gloss. I think this just takes any lipstick from like a 0 to 100. And there we have my transformation. So anyhow, that is it for this video. If you liked my look, please let me know, and if you end up ordering anything, please let me know in the comments below. And if you want to say anything else kind of like this, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know as well, because then that gives me the push to keep on making them. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.